Hi, my name's Carl Benson from the Suffolk Latch Company, and today we're going to talk about what are sash locks. A question you might, a phrase you might come across from time to time. And essentially a sash lock is really a product which is actually mortised into the side of a door body. Now, so if you go back in time, let's say with the old-fashioned lock, let's say like for example, like a surface-mounted rim lock or a traditional Suffolk latch, essentially the way the door was hung was the way the lock would be mounted. So for example, let's say you're stood in front of a door which opened towards you, you're using a rim lock, the lock body would have to be placed on the side that opens into the door. With the advent of the modern sash lock, it allowed you to put the lock mechanism actually inside the door, and it allowed you to actually, in effect, have handles either side, so there was no really defining point. You kept the same look both sides, so whether you're using a lever handle or a doorknob or a lever and rose, either side of the door would look the same. So with sash locks are there to provide two things. Firstly, it's opening, closing, in effect a catching mechanism. So for example here we've got let's say a bathroom lock here. So on one side here we've got the catch side, and this catch, when you turn the handle, will go in and out, allow the door to be opened and closed, but when you let go of the handle, the door stays shut. That below here is a little 5mm opening, and this will drive a deadbolt. So the idea, again with the bathroom, you go inside the room, you turn the knob on one side, the bolt comes out and provides security. Then you have this kind of lock here, is what we call a deadlock, and again it's exactly the same as the bathroom lock, but it has no catch facility. So this would be used as a bit of extra security. If you had like a front door, for example, you could have a normal catch or a tubular latch, and you can then use this as a separate lock. Moving on, you get things like this one here. This in the red. This is what we call a 5-lever lock. And it's exactly the same as a bathroom one, apart from it be operated with a key. 5-lever determines the level of security, which means for a front or a rear door where you want that extra level of security, and also to become compliant with your insurance regulations, you have a key here, and likewise you have this opening here for the lever handles. But moving on for the different parts of a sash lock. So first of all, this part here is the body, which will actually be mortised into the edge of the door. Now looking down here, we've got this keyhole opening here. Now a couple of important facts here. With all our locks, and pretty much as an industry standard, the distance between the centre of the mortise bar opening and the centre of the key is 57mm. Now you might see these two little slots here and you think, well, what are these for? These are used in conjunction with normally lever and rose handles can be door knobs. It's what we call a bolt-through connection. So once it's been mortised through and you've cut these two holes, in effect you can put a small, like a tiny M3 bolt which goes between the two handles, and it in effect clamps them together. So it stops basically wobbling around. And often what you find is once you've mortised into the door, there's not a lot of meat left over to actually get a fixing into. So by having these bolt-through connections, you can get a decent fixing, getting the two handles together. Turning the lock around, obviously this bit here is what we call in effect, it's our deadlock, it's our catch, which will come out when we operate the key. And on the face here, we've got the catch side, which will, when you turn the handle, will retract in and out. Another good feature of these is because doors can open left, right, in, out. You want the ability to have this catch here turn. So depending on the orientation of your door, this turns. Now you might think, well, hang on, how do you keep it there? This lock will come with a face plate. When that's been planted over that for the final installation, this will be kept in its right place. And likewise, you can, to change it, move the face plate, turn it around, and there you go. One more thing I'd like to mention about our sash locks and tubular latches, and to expand it slightly, is that we've decided to try and keep everything in one stable. We had a lot of different types, different varieties, but we now have all our sash locks, tubular latches, bathroom locks, our deadlocks are all compliant for things, for example, let's say, for example, certifier fire certification, which is CF 553 they've all got compliance now with the new post-Brexit UK CA certification, which is 1121. Also, there are the old European CE marks, which is CE 1121. So everything we have now is definitely compliant with European regulations, UK regulations, and also fire safety regulations. They come in a whole bunch of colours and 400 strikers, different back sets. So finally, after many years, we have this really defined, clearly defined range of products which will run across the range. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and a like. That goes a long way for our algorithm, and please feel free to leave a comment and we'll come back to you. Thank you for watching.